welcome to Cooking with Miss O, and he's not our guest anymore. He's part of the show. This is Gus Arundel from Springer Mountain Chickens and Farms.
Thank you, Mary Beth. I'm so proud to be here, and I love being a guest on your show. You say I'm not a guest, but I'm also your friend.
Yes, you are.
And what I really like is I always learn something from you, Mary Beth, and I always learn something healthy. So, and I have no idea what we're doing today, so I'm going to get to learn something completely new.
Yes.
We were going to talk about what you were going to cook, and I said, no, I don't want to know. I want it to be a surprise. But I think it's got something to do with barbecue chicken.
Yes.
And one of these days, you're going to let me cook on this show, and
Yes,
I'm going to do some
You said you
barbecue
would.
chicken. And I am.
You do it the next time you come.
Okay. All right,
Okay. Let's do that.
What you got?
Well, I've got this recipe that has the Sweet Baby Ray's, and I did the honey barbecue sauce with it. But I've got the recipe from my daughter. She cooked it in the Crock-Pot, and we were trying to do and learn different Crock-Pot meals.
And who is Sweet Baby Ray?
I have no idea, but everybody in Clemson is buying his sauce. I wish I was related to her, but yes, the college kids, everybody, yes. So everybody up there is using Sweet Baby Ray.
Well, good. I hope they're buying Springer Mountain Farms chicken.
Well, yes, because last night I shouldn't have done this, but I did, and all the chicken was gone because the students had come back from Easter.
And it sold out.
Yeah, it was sold out in the whole town. I couldn't get any.
Well, when you can't get it like that and you know you've gotten it before, please tell them to order more.
Okay, I will. I will. Now, there's one thing as we cook, as I'm doing this, and sometime in this show, I want you to explain that when I was at the vegetable stand getting stuff for this Saturday before Easter, they wanted to know, have I been to your farm? You don't have a farm. Since it's Springer Mountain,
they're mini farms.
That's right.
Yeah, they're mini
so
farms.
I had to explain that you, we have some here in Seneca and Anderson.
That's correct.
Do we have any in Clemson?
Yes, they are. Most of them, they are. Like I said, we're in about a 50-mile radius from Mount Airy, Georgia, where we are, and we're in South Carolina. We've got a few in North Carolina, mostly in Georgia, though.
Yes.
But, South Carolina people are good to us. We started growing chickens in South Carolina probably 20 years ago, I guess, and it's been real good for us. And I think the people like it and we like it. It's a good deal for everybody.
So when in South Carolina, when you buy Springer Mountain chicken, and we have coupons here, would you pick that up for me?
Yes, I am so glad that you said that, and we'll get to cooking here in a minute.
We will.
But you can get, this is a Cooking with Miss O coupon, and please go to her website, go to Cooking with Miss O, and you can get a $2 off coupon, and it's got a pretty picture here of Mary Beth on it. That's at the Cooking with the Miss O website. You can also go to the Springer Mountain Farms website and request a Cooking with Miss O, which is a $2 off coupon. If you just say, send me a coupon, you're going to get a Gus regular coupon, which is $1.50 off. But if you'll request Cooking with Miss O or Mary Beth Oxendine, request her coupon at either her website or at Springer Mountain Farms website, you'll get a $2 off coupon. Like I said, if you don't mention her name, you're going to get a regular $1.50 off.
Now, if you go to his website and ask for mine, you don't have to send a stamped self-addressed envelope. But if you come to mine and request it, you need to send a stamped envelope to us, and we'll give you more than one. And I'm sure if you ask for more than one, you'll get that too. Yes, you can have more than one, whatever you need.
But that is a very good thing. Yes, if you're going to go to Cooking with Miss O, Mary Beth's website, you need to send a self-addressed stamped envelope. Come to Springer Mountain, and you don't have to do that, but you're going to get a $1.50 off coupon instead of a $2 coupon. There's kind of
now you still you're going to give them $2 when they call if they ask for it.
Oh,
right?
if they ask for yours, but I don't have any. They won't let know. Mine are $1.50. They want the straight Springer Mountain Farms coupon, $1.50. So you got the special ones. You got the Cooking with Miss O, the $2 off.
So if you want
ask them about that, maybe they'll let me have some $2
don't let anybody have these. These are the last two I've got. I've given them all away in Clemson. So
well, I hope now that we have thoroughly confused everybody. I know. But go to Mary Beth's website, go to my website, ask for some coupons, and you'll get some.
The reason I'm showing you Crock-Pot recipes right now is because I want to make it easy, especially when summertime is coming and all, that you have meals that you can just put on and you can play with your kids because they're going to be out of school soon
That's
again.
right.
So, and that's what I
Good
did
idea.
in the summer. And it also doesn't heat up your kitchen like a stove does or whatever. And like we were talking, I don't have a microwave, so that doesn't heat it up, but I don't use microwave. And
Let it go on record that I'm going to get Mary Beth a microwave. I said, you know, it's kind of, these days, I can see 10, 15 years ago even, but these days it's kind of like having electricity or running water. We're going to get you a microwave.
I don't have a dishwasher either, so I really miss my kids. Marie was the last one, and so that was doing dishes for me.
Your kids.
So I would put change in the dishwater for her so she could have the money.
My father, bless his soul, he always told me that he said that when he got out of the Army, he was in World War II, and he said he got out of the Army, and he said that he married a dishwasher, and then he said he hired a dishwasher, and then he said he bought a dishwasher, and he said he still did the dishes.
Bless his heart.
So I thought that sounded up pretty good.
If he was at home and you could tell him, I would say, I sympathize totally. So, now, Gus, what I'm going to do is, if you'll see that, do you see those scissors right there?
Yes.
We're going to
What have you got here,
open
Mary
this. This is brown sugar. Now, what I'm going to tell you is, I'm going to do this recipe the way my daughter got it, and they're using brown sugar and some different things.
I'm going to date myself. You know, last time that I saw really brown sugar, my mother would cook with it, but it came in a box.
Well, it does,
do you
but
remember?
they still have them in boxes.
So it still comes
but
in a box.
I have to buy multiple stuff because when I make my brownies with the whole wheat flour, this is brown sugar is what I use in it. So
Okay, is this brown sugar different than what's in the box?
it's just more of it in
Just
a bag.
more of it.
That's why.
More of it in the box, or
More of it in this, and
in
then
the bag?
so it makes it a little bit cheaper.
I
Do you see what
understand.
I'm saying?
I understand.
I'm getting
Okay.
more for my money.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you cut some out? Just cut all of it off, and we're
So
going to
you
do a fourth of that. Of the fourth of a cup.
Can you get this recipe in your cookbook?
This is going to be in my new chicken cookbook I've been working
Okay,
on.
but can you get it on your website?
If I give it to Tobe, and I keep forgetting. So please forgive me, everybody. I forget to give him the recipes, and I'm going to have to do a whole day here where I bring all the recipes.
Okay.
So, and
Don't
would
get
you?
on Tobe.
Yeah, let's.
Tobe does a great guy. I'm sorry. I thought
There, put that in there and get that even. And then,
the hard
if you
task.
buy this smaller one at Walmart, like I did, we're just going to pour. I'm just going to.
Well, you've already used some out of that.
But to make the magic one.
To make the TV one, the
Yes,
magic one.
yes.
Okay.
So if you do that, I figured it out. It's half of a bottle.
Half of a bottle.
Yeah, instead of. But really, when you're doing it, it is. Let me see. It's 1 cup of it. So I'm gonna. I wish I could take this little thing off. Let me see if I can. And if
Oh,
you'll
you're
put
gonna make a
you
mess.
put that fourth in there,
Okay.
please.
That's a fourth of a cup.
Yes. Gus, I hate to do this to you, but I can't get this off. So can you stand right here while I do
will
the next
just be
thing?
there
And
while
just
you go
keep
to the next
making it come
ingredient.
out for me, please.
I'd be glad to.
Thank you. I've got it on me, so let me.
Well, it's not time to go to commercial.
No.
All right, she's
I
back.
Actually, I don't have any paper towels, so we are going to cut to a commercial. Thank you so much, y'all.
We're back.
We're back, yes. And my zesty Italian dressing is one of the things that is in here. So we're going to do this, Gus.
I recognize that bottle.
I know, that was my mom's.
It's her mom's bottle.
Yes, and it came with a bunch of zesty, this is a zesty bottle from the 50s or 60s.
It's glass bottle also.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is, and
Oh,
the
yes,
rest are
it's nice
plastic
and
now,
heavy.
yeah.
I don't see that anymore.
It looks like something out of a lab.
It does. It does. Okay, we're going so far we put in a 1/4 cup of light brown sugar.
Right.
We put in a half a bottle of our barbecue sauce, which
Yes.
is
The Sweet
Baby Ray's barbecue
I
sauce.
like that name.
I do too.
Okay, now we're going to do this dressing, and that's going to be a little bit more than a 1/4 of a cup. Let's get the vinegar and oil here,
Right.
and then can you do it to the line? Just put in the vinegar here.
I want to show you had me drinking this stuff.
It goes to the first line. Can you see it?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
First line.
Yes. And then just put water to the, well, you got to go a little more. You're not to the line yet.
Okay.
Go a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right.
Now go a little bit above the line for the water, just a little bit. And then I'm going to put a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce in here.
All right. And there's a tad just above the line.
Okay. And then, would you put the oil in, and let me show you where the line is there. Can you see it? That one's kind of a little bit faded.
Yes, up to here.
Yes, do the oil now.
Okay.
Thank you. And we'll sit this in the sink. And then,
Well, it all smells
when you
good.
do that to the oil, you
Yes.
put that there, okay,
Okay.
for me. And then we will measure that out. It calls for 1/4 of a cup of that, but I put about 1/3 of a cup. Now,
A little bit over on the oil, but
oh,
that's
that's okay. It's all right. We're gonna now shake it
Now.
up. Now,
Shake her up.
let me see.
Boy, it smells so well.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
Let me ask you. We're gonna.
Good seasons, zesty Italian.
Yes.
Okay, and always you're going to use Springer Mountain Farms chicken.
Definitely.
And you're going to use the individually wrapped breast. I believe it's 4 6-ounce breast comes to
It's
a bag.
6. It's 6.
Excuse me, 6 4-ounce breast.
Yes.
Instead of 4 6-ounces, 6 4-ounce breast. So 6 individually wrapped. They really come in handy. You can take one out, stick it
That's
back in the
right.
freezer. Is what I do. Take 2 out, however many you want.
It says 1/4, but I do 1/2
Okay.
of this. Because when we first ate it, it was a little bit dry.
I understand it. And then how many of our 6 4-ounce breasts?
We're going to put all of them in there.
Then put them all in there.
Yes. Because when we're through with the show, we like for the guys here to be able to taste all
yeah,
this.
and they eat it all.
We have
So like I
young
said, it
people here,
doesn't-
and it's fun, isn't
It
it?
is put to the taste test by the cameraman and crew.
Yes,
It
yes,
sure is.
yes. And the other people that work here. And
That's
then
correct.
that, now, you have that left for salad.
All right.
Now, while I do the chicken,
chicken, uh-huh.
I want you to do this. This is what we're going to have with it. We're going to have onion, squash, and zucchini, and we're going to saute it with a little bit of olive oil in it.
Boy, that's
So we're going to start the onion first.
Okay.
Okay, so if you don't mind doing that, and we're
Okay.
just going to use half of that onion.
Just half of the onion.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, you know how to do that, don't you, Gus? Take all that off. Now, let me tell you something. When you go in and we don't have the Georgia onions,
Yes.
Valdez,
The Valdez.
then all the other onions, they'll say it's a sweet onion. It comes from other countries. If you buy any onions outside of this country, it's going to be sprayed with DDT, okay, because it's outlawed here, but we still make it and send it overseas. So in the winter, until the Valdez from Georgia come, we do the white onion, and the white onion says on the back, it's USA.
Okay.
So check
and
it-
I
check
will
it,
agree
though.
200%. I have been fortunate enough to travel to some other countries, and like I said, they just don't have as safe a food handling
they don't.
practices as we do here in the United States.
know, that's
the
one
United
thing-
States has the best and the safest food supply in the world.
They do. You're exactly right.
And people a lot of times don't appreciate that, but it is.
They don't
You
understand it.
don't know how
Yes.
hard that so many people work
That's
on
right.
ensuring that everybody in the United States gets
Has
safe,
Safe
help-
food.
helpful, nutritious food.
You're exactly
real
right,
proud of
Gus. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you too is, if you do not have a meat thermometer, you need to get one, because
Yes. Oh, I mean, that's kind of like having a microwave.
yes,
You need everybody needs a meat thermometer. I used to cook without one, and it made my life so much better when I started cooking with a meat
It
thermometer.
does, doesn't it? 'Cause then you don't have to guess.
You get it done the right temperature. It's not undercooked. It's not overcooked.
that's right, Gus.
It is.
Now,
Let's see.
what-
Now, I like onions, so I'll probably put a little bit more. But you want the onion, you want it diced?
Diced.
Diced?
Yes, that's great. What I do, I want y'all to know how I do this to keep it safe. I'm gonna put my recipe over here. I am very careful with raw meat,
Yes.
and so I cut my bag open like this,
Uh-huh.
and then I put those little bags in there.
That's a great idea, Mary Beth.
And then...
And that way you don't worry about them contaminating something else.
That's right. Now...
Because as we said many times on here too...
I also use gloves. Gus,
we need to teach...
While you are doing that, I'm going to step over here to get my gloves, because they're right over here, okay?
All righty. Well, I'll just cut away on this onion. They need to, in my opinion, start teaching home economics again.
Oh, that's true.
They really should.
There it is. I also use plastic gloves to do it when I'm cooking other things too.
Yes.
Because you can wash your hands and do really good, but with raw meat, you need to be really careful. And so I've just started this because I saw so many moms or places where I've gone to eat, and they forget that they're touching all this other stuff with their hands, and they haven't even washed their hands. But they don't mean to do it. You know, they're just busy cooking. And
Well,
so...
like I said, you need to remember to use safe food handling practices, just like you're doing all like that, and cook your meat.
Right.
Cook your
Now,
meat.
now, tell us the temperature. Do you know? I looked it up, and it said 165.
That is correct. Internal temperature.
Internal temperature.
Internal.
And
so
that's
that means if you've got your meat thermometer right here, and,
Yes.
and you stick it down in one of these pieces of breast down in the middle of it, ought to be 165 internal temperature.
okay. I thought it was 180, but I wanted to look it up to be sure.
Well,
And you know, it was
I'll make sure right
it
here
was
because
165 on the
have
internet. And I'd always done 180, so I probably was killing my
Yeah,
stuff.
you might have been overcooking a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
I think I was.
Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what the government says.
Thank you.
Gotta get on my glasses. Well,
You could probably go on your website and find out.
yeah, I think 165 you'd be.
That's what it said online, but I didn't realize that because
Yes,
at one point I thought.
But you definitely, like I said, you can overcook it too. So.
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm getting behind here. What do we want the onions?
Yes, and you can put them in the pan there.
Okay.
Just half
Just
of
half.
them.
What are we gonna do with the other half?
We're going to probably cook again. Now put those to the side and cut up half of that squash in thin slices, please.
Okay.
I've already washed all that.
You washed all of it. Okay.
Yes.
And you want the squash next?
Yeah. Thank you. And do thin slices. They cook better if you do thin slices.
Thin slice the squash.
Now, your vegetable stands are open now.
They sure are. I was telling you, and we won't know everybody eat lots of chicken, but they sure do have some nice fresh corn.
Oh,
at those
yes.
stands, too. I think it's coming out of Florida right
Now,
now.
I have to tell y'all, one time when I went to Springer Mountain, Gus Arundel had his sister to take me to a vegetable stand. And oh my gosh, it's the biggest vegetable stand I've ever been in. They even served ice cream.
That is correct. It's called Jaymore Farm.
And it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was the biggest thing. I was so impressed. And they had different peaches than we had. You have different peaches.
They grow a lot of peaches over there, Mary Beth.
Yes, and I love peaches. That's my favorite
now,
fruit.
Mary Beth, how much of the squash do we want?
Let me see what you got there. That's probably good right now because we won't fill up that pan too much and we can do
Okay,
another.
so-
And now would you do the zucchini, please?
I would be glad to. All right, and probably like that lettuce about half the squash, I guess, a little bit more.
Yes. And then we'll put a little olive oil and toss it around. And now I am finished with this.
Okay. Now the sautéed onions, zucchini, and squash are going to be on the side.
Yes, that's
Okay,
your,
that's the
yes.
side.
Now we'll take all those yellow squash you've
Okay,
got
you
there.
do. So you want all the squash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there that you cut.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're not going to cut any more. You don't think?
We might.
Okay.
We'll see how it fills up our
See how it
pan.
does? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There. Thank you.
And you want this thin slice too, correct?
Yes, please. Now, zucchini and squash are wonderful vegetables.
Yes,
and if
they've got some good properties.
they do.
Antioxidants.
And they are wonderful when you saute them. Kids really like them sauteed. And that way they have some flavor. You can put salt and pepper on it if you want to, and you don't have to put salt and pepper on them.
You know, one thing I have noticed that you said that you never use any salt and pepper much.
Not much at all.
Not much.
Yeah, I don't.
And if you get used to not eating a lot of salt and pepper,
It's good for
boy, it's good for you. And I can really taste it in the food now. I don't like a lot
A
of
lot
salt.
of it now.
a lot of
I
salt.
use sea salt because that's better for you. And now
Yes.
they're saying there's another new salt out there, and I'm checking that out to see. But the salt, like Morton's and all, has sugar in it.
I've heard that.
And so you shouldn't even, I mean.
Processed sugar.
Yes, it is processed sugar. So put all those in.
Okay. All righty.
And then let's drizzle a little bit of oil,
Just
olive
a
oil
little
on
bit
it.
of oil on there.
Yes. And we're going to cut to a commercial now. Thank you so much, y'all.
We're back again.
Yes, we are, and we're ready to eat. Gus, do you want to do this? Show them the
I would be glad
zucchini,
to.
and
We
I'll
took some onions, we took some asparagus, and excuse me, not asparagus, but
zucchini.
zucchini, and some squash, and some onion, and a little oil, and sauteed it. Mm-hmm. And it looks scrumptious. It sure does smell good.
And this is the chicken that only cooked for 2 hours. And check it.
Okay. So you want a little of this on the side, correct?
Yes, actually we'll leave that in there in case I want some more. Yes. Here, put a little bit on the side.
I'll hard time getting it out there.
Yes. And let's make it look good here.
Yeah.
Kids really like this
And
squash
it's
and zucchini.
good and healthy for you.
Yes, it is. And you've got nothing in here that's bad.
And no salt and pepper on it.
Nope, none.
No, we put not a dash of salt and pepper in here.
That's great.
Okay, that's
That's
about
enough.
it. Might have you a few more
Yeah.
onions. All right, that looks great.
You want to let's pray?
Yes, I do. I wanted to, real quick, Mary Beth, what have you got over here?
Oh, this is the
Box-
box
the
car.
box car
I wanted to tell y'all,
children
since it's getting
collection.
close to summer, I have the CDs of it. I was a second and a third grade teacher, and so I love the box car. So, and that goes all the way up to 6th grade. They have wonderful adventures. It teaches some wonderful values, and you can get this out of the library. You can get audio. And if they don't have it in the library, you can get it online, or you can just get the books. And so what I would do is read the books first and then do the audio when you're going on a trip or going to the grocery
Great.
store.
It's
and
for children.
It's for children. Have you
Okay.
not read the Boxcar Children?
No, I have not.
It's
I think
from-
I'm at the Boxcar Children Collection. 3 complete stories.
We are about ready to go here.
Well, we want to eat a little bit. I'm ready
That's
to test
right.
this out.
Let's take a bite.
Let's take a bite. Chicken first.
I'd had this at my daughter's house, and it was wonderful.
This second time you've prepared it.
No, I didn't prepare it the first time. This is the first time I prepared it.
Okay.
Do you like it?
I'll say again, that chicken is excellent because it's Spring Mountain Farms, and I would highly recommend Sweet Baby Ray's.
It's delicious, isn't it? We're about ready to go now.
About ready to wrap it up.
Yes,
But sure
we are.
is good, and I would highly, highly recommend this
And it's
recipe.
and it's an
Get
easy.
it on Cooking with Miss O.
Yes, yes. And thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And
We sure do.
I hope y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're going to eat some now, aren't we, Gus?
Yes, we are.
New life begins with